Question number 151. Read the following statements regarding various steps of urine formation. And the very first statement is, blood flows through glomerular capillaries under a pressure created due to difference in diameter of efferent and efferent arterioles. And this is a correct statement because it is the difference in the diameter of these efferent and efferent arterioles which will create the difference in the pressure in them, and because of which the blood flows through glomerular capillaries. The diameter of efferent is larger than the diameter of efferent arterioles. The second statement is, filtrate formed after ultrafiltration is isotonic to blood plasma. And this is a correct statement because after ultrafiltration, glomerular filtrate is formed in PCT, and as this PCT is permeable to water, electrolyte and other substances, so the filtrate formed there is isotonic to blood plasma. The next statement is, reabsorption of glucose occurs throughout the tubule of nephron, and this is an incorrect option because maximum absorption of glucose occurs in PCT. This is an incorrect statement because reabsorption of maximum solutes occurs in PCT, including glucose also. So this glucose will not get reabsorbed throughout the tubule of nephron, but its maximum absorption occurs in PCT. This glucose is almost entirely reabsorbed in PCT only. The last statement is, selective tubular secretion of hydrogen and potassium ions help in maintaining ionic balance of DCT. And this is a correct statement. As we've already discussed, this selective secretion of hydrogen and potassium ions may occur in DCT, and this will help in maintaining the ionic balance of body. This line is directly given in your NCERT book. So statement A, B and D are the correct statements. Now select the option having only correct statements, and we know that option number 3 is the correct answer as statement A, B, D correct. So the correct answer is option number 3. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 152. Find the odd one among the following taxa with respect to presence of double circulation. With respect to presence of double circulation. The very first option given is Pisces, and this superclass Pisces, in venous blood only deoxygenated blood is pumped. They have members which possess venous heart. And in this venous heart, only deoxygenated blood by fish's heart, which means that blood is circulated only once through the heart of fishes, and this means that they have single circulation. So this is an odd one out among the given option and is a correct answer to our question. Let's discuss other options also. The second option is aves, and members belonging to this class aves are birds and they exhibit double circulation. So this cannot be a correct answer. And third option is reptiles, and as most of the reptiles they show incomplete double circulation, so this cannot be a correct answer. And our last option is mammalia, and the members belonging to this class mammalia, they exhibit the presence of double circulation, so this cannot be a correct answer. So among the given options, that is Pisces, aves, reptiles and mammalia, it is Pisces which exhibits single circulation and is odd one out among the other options, that is aves, reptiles and mammalia, which exhibit double circulation. So the correct answer is option number 1. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 153. Given the following values, calculate the net filtration pressure and select the correct option. And given is GHP, that is glomerular hydrostatic pressure, is 60 mmHg. BCOP, that is blood colloidal osmotic pressure, is 30 mmHg, and CHP, which is capsular hydrostatic pressure, is 20 mmHg. And we know that net filtration pressure, also known as glomerular filtration pressure, is equal to GHP minus BCOP plus CHP. And this will be equivalent to 60 mmHg minus 30 mmHg plus 20 mmHg of CHP. And this would be equal to 60 minus 50, equals to 10 mmHg. So the correct answer for this question is option number 3, that is 10 mmHg of net filtration pressure. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 154. Which of the following remains unchanged during strenuous exercise? During strenuous exercise, there will be increase in the number of action potentials which are generated by the pacemaker. And this increase in the number of action potentials will increase the heart rate. Also, during this strenuous exercise, there is an increase in the force of contraction of ventricles, which will lead to the increase in the stroke volume. However, during the strenuous exercise, the sequence of events in a cardiac cycle remains same. There is atrial systole, which will be followed by ventricle systole. Now let's discuss our options, and the very first option given is stroke volume. And as we know that during strenuous exercise, there is increase in stroke volume, so this cannot be a correct answer. Second option is heart rate. And as we have already discussed, there is increase in heart rate also, so this cannot be a correct answer. Our third option given is number of action potentials generated by pacemaker. And this is also an incorrect option, because during strenuous exercise, there will be increase in the number of action potentials which are generated by pacemaker. And this will lead to the increase in heart rate. So this cannot be a correct answer. Our last option is sequence of events in a cardiac cycle. And this is a correct option, is a correct answer to our question, because the sequence of events in a cardiac cycle remains unchanged during strenuous exercise. So the correct answer for this question is option number 4. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 155. Mark the incorrect statement with respect to ECG. And the very first statement is, it is recorded with the help of electrocardiograph. And this is a correct statement, because electrocardiogram represents the electrical activity of heart. It represents the electrical activity of heart, whereas electrocardiograph is a machine. Our next statement is, while recording a standard ECG, Inthoven's triangle is created by placing electrical leads on both wrists and on left ankle. And this is also a correct statement. Our third statement is, T wave represents the end of joint diastole, and this is an incorrect statement, because T wave in a standard ECG represents end of ventricular systole and not joint diastole. So this is an incorrect statement and is the correct answer to our question. Now the last statement is, by counting the number of QRS complexes, one can determine the heart rate of an individual, and this is also a correct statement but cannot be a correct answer to our question. So the correct answer to this question is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question.